Hey, this is going to be a video where I'm taking a break from doing the scales and going into one of my music problem videos. Really, the purpose of this video is to talk about copyright and everything that's kind of going on right now. In that light, I'm one of the people that came on here in hopes of just, doing original things, not playing any covers, only because I didn't know, even before, everything's been going on, what would be copyrighted, what would, be demonetized, things like that. So if I ever did a reaction, and I don't even know really what's going on with that, because it seems like some people are getting in trouble for not even, playing a note of a song. It's just even whether it be a chord that's related and talked about, things are getting a strike, or things where it's mentioned for some reason is getting copyrighted. Obviously there are some bands out there, especially it seems like right now, and I don't know if it's because of Napster or anything like that, but Metallica, In Flames are good about not putting copyright claims on their materials. Opeth seems to be good. Tool, actually, my favorite band, Days of the New. I don't know how they would be, only because they're really not a thing. They haven't really been around in forever. I just kind of like the idea, even though they were kind of a Alice in Chains, people would say knockoff. But I always really did like Travis's lyrics and the acoustic sound. I did wish, obviously, it's funny, in talking about all those bands, one of the things that I came into, and instead of just bitching that these bands, don't have this, or the things I would nitpick, even though I do really like the bands, I'd be like, oh, if they had this part, or if they took this and blend that together, it'd be that. That's where, I kind of came in. It's like, oh, I could take that and add this and kind of make this thing that I'm looking for. And even in songs I've written, I haven't been perfect. And I don't, and going back to the copyright, I don't know with my style how it blends into, songs that are out there already. If anything does sound like something else, it's unintentional. Either, maybe subconsciously I've heard it, it's in my mind, and then I'm like, oh, well, that sounds cool. But, nothing's been, said to be copywritten, or, something sometimes said, I've been told this reminds me of that. But, anything that would sound like something else is purely an accident. I'm not trying to, obviously I'm trying to come up with my own sound. That's partly what this is all about, is me, working on things. And I am going to play something in this one that kind of has a very, it's funny because, when it comes to guitar playing, the stuff I like about Tool is mostly the drums and the vocals, and the guitar is cool and everything like that, but it's usually in drop D. It's got some cool guitar parts to it, but they're really not the kind of guitar parts that I really drive to. But I would say Tool's more bass driven, and even with The Fallen Saint, the beginning kind of had a Tool vibe to it, in the very beginning, even though I actually was like, oh man, is this like subliminally a Tool song? Obviously I don't play it in drop D, but obviously you could do different things to kind of do it, and it kind of had that sound. But again, I did think it when I was listening to it and kind of going over it, I was like, well, this is its own thing. It kind of has that vibe, but it's definitely its own thing. And I wrote this thing, and this definitely has a Tool vibe to it, and I put my own spin on it, so let's just blast my ear off. But here it is. So this is an original, but it definitely kind of has a Tool sound to it. I feel like it could even be on the new album, and maybe it will be, and then I'll have to start all over again. But here's what I came up with. And here, what it says. So, I've been trying different variations. The way with me, and then, the way it kind of goes is I write something, and then I kind of want to like change it up a bunch of times. I don't like just doing a rhythm and just sticking with it. I like to do little variations and even come up with something new in doing that. The problem with that is sometimes I think I do kind of change time signatures. I might even change tempos in doing that kind of thing, and that's just the the feel of what I'm playing. But it's difficult when you don't have live drummers, and I think I've talked about it before, or live bassists playing along with you, kind of knowing your thing. That's the thing about playing with live bands that I miss is when you get into a groove, or you kind of feed off of each other, you kind of learn each other's tendencies, and if you really have the chemistry, it just kind of gets picked on, and what someone does or what you might have to do to kind of stick in their pocket. But yeah, anything I do right now is going to be, trying to be original. If it sounds similar to something, it's only because I guess my influences kind of are rubbing off on me. It's not intentional, but it's interesting. Hopefully, as my channel grows, or if it grows, we'll, see what happens. And hopefully not. Hopefully it'll all be original, or whoever whoever it might sound like has an understanding. But I'm going to cut it off here. I do still have the Facebook page. I'm going to have to start uploading more. I guess it's just a matter of how many people are there. But I guess if you do something, more people will come. And I did have a Twitch. I haven't gone live on Twitch yet, but everything that you look for is Sanica Band, so SANIACA-BAND. If you just Google that, some stuff should come up. But hopefully, everything stays the course. I don't mind the way. I'm new. I have to put more videos up. I do want to be more proactive there. But signing off for now. Talk to you later.